Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. Today's just for something a little fun. Hey there, Mama Bear. How you doing? Good to see you as always. Working hard then? That's good. I can't imagine being here will help you, well, stay awake, but we'll do what we can. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hope he's doing alright now at least. Yeah, some good sleep, some warm porridge. He'll do alright. But I hope they get better soon no matter what. Abdomen. Oh, I can only imagine. That much I do understand. Waking up early is never enjoyable, no matter what. Or rather, being kept up early. Late. As do I. Hope you get plenty of rest. Of course. Gotta look out for one another. Today's stream won't be too long, by the way. Maybe 2 hours at most. No. 2 hours should be the minimum. 3 hours at most. But I just have some things to take care of later. No, not at all, Mama Bear. Life happens, and sometimes you just want to talk about it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And Fen, of course I have. Don't you worry, I'm making sure to take care of myself just fine. Yeah, sometimes life doesn't like to play ball, does it? And also, yes, Fen, that's right. Today we're gonna try something a little different. After all, who doesn't like a good beach episode every now and then? Right? Oh, I've had plenty of rest. Real swing and a miss, eh? Oh, what excellent timing then. We'll all be very well acquainted with filler then. Oh yes, that's right. I do hope you all went and saw that special VOD that I posted on the YouTube. Also posted on Twitter, or linked to at least. Make sure to give Mel plenty of loving comments as always. Very possible. Thank you. I did my best. I'm just happy that Mel liked it so much. I also took out about 2.5 hours because it was mostly just rivals, but, well, it was rivals and then a lot of scuff. So I'll probably just put that somewhere else eventually. Make people curious what that big cut in the 5-hour mark is. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I truly can't wait. Knowing her organizational skills, I can only imagine how many people she'll get together in a matter of moments. You know, you might be right about that. What fun's a stream without a little cattiness and running around? No, she did say that she probably wouldn't make it as long as mine. She'd probably do like 6 hours. But even then, I have a feeling that she'll know how to compartmentalize her time a lot better than I can. Six hours is a lot. You're right. Oh, I certainly hope so too, Mama Bear. Gotta celebrate your birthday with the family. Yes, all around my schedule. That'd be a hell of a feat. That'd be very fun. And I do hope that I can keep doing more of those kind of streams just as time goes on. Aplon. Oh yes. Hopefully I can do one for Scrub and Daphne as well. And of course Shizu and Pally and Tonks and Wolf and Fat and Mama Bear and absolutely everybody within this community. Y'all are wonderful, and I think you deserve that praise. You good, Mama Bear? You sure about that? You know, the funny thing is, that's what Mel said too. She would have said, nope, nuh-uh. Wouldn't have let me do it at all. I did it anyway. I'll do my best to restrain myself, not to worry. Everybody will get their turn in due time. Regular pebble, eh? I wonder if Fen has retweeted anything recently and what it might be. Oh, Fen, don't you worry. I don't need to remember. That's what everybody else is for. Oh, you can feign ignorance all you want. But no matter what, I know you're going to be here. Exactly. Besides, who doesn't love getting praised for their hard work and dedication? Oh god, I'm gonna have a hard time in August. Since there's so many people in August, I might just have to do a little bit of a batch kind of stream. Maybe that one I truly can make 24 hours, considering how many of them already in different time zones, as it were, already. That might be fun. Oh, hey, the game music stopped. There it is. Oh. Wait a second, it's September right now. Well, it looks like I am gonna have to get some planning done. But for now, who wants to play a little? Oh yeah, who wants to play? Get ourselves some dating game out. There we go. Trying to grab my hat. There we are. Lovely. I mean, truly though, look at all these guys. I've been wanting to play this for a little while, and I just have not gotten around to it whatsoever. But you know what? Today's a kind of whatever stream, I'm gonna have fun. Some artwork indeed, I agree. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Don't cat, please. It is still a Wet Wednesday stream, you're right. Because a beach episode, oh my god. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasps for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about yourself. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. You've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, me. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay then. As I was... As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? You know what? Let's have a little fun so I don't have to do anything. Go ahead and put 1, 2, or 3 for our options, chat. Sure, probably good. Ben got 3. What else we thinking? That a unanimous decision? Mama Bear, which one do you want? Oh, it don't matter to me. This is our beach episode after all. And just like so many in the ocean depths, we all sink down here. Very good. 3 it is. We dig up the face. You brush the sand away from half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Blech. There is no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on top of the rotting tongue of this poor, dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? One or two. Sweet sun god, marvelous cook. Why don't you announce your stream on Twitter? This, like I said, this was kind of whatever stream that I won't be doing terribly long at, so man. I don't mind. Just consider this a more intimate outing. We're thinking one? Alright, alright. No, thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found? It's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking for it all over. Dropped it. In a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back? No, or fine. In this instance, it would be giving money back to its owner, possibly. We thinking no? The coin did seem pretty shiny. Well then, I agree. Let us keep this coin. No. Psst. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Well, that is a well-loved volleyball. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. God, how do I do this voice? A little help, please. I can't do gruff feminine. That's not a... I could do gruff, not gruff feminine. People used to put coins in the eyes of the dead as part of... That's true. Though this dead's eyes seem to be pretty wide open. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Yeah, mine would too. Much better looking than in the games, that one. About the same. Hey, big guy, how you doing? A lot of charming, charismatic-looking individuals these are. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once, that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there is this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do? Well, Chad, what do we do? Shall we simply toss it back? Maybe kick it back? Say no thanks? Or say nothing, do nothing? Toss it back. One? You know what? Might as well. They seem friendly enough. Let's play along. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful beach. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple and she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Bleh. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again. You look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Oh, don't be scared, me. You were made for this. Well, geez. If the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. Oh, hey there, Curleen. How you doing? Good to have you here. Now we can have a tiebreaker, if that ever does happen. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to go. Geez, hold on, I should probably start reading ahead. Okay. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says and when he says it. That's a policy I hold pretty much anyone who always seems to have a fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know who can't? At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, me. You might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Alright, so that tells me there's going to be a time limit. And if that's the case, I may need to take things into my own hands. Are we okay with that? More thunderstorms. Lovely. I do hope you do okay, Fan. If you have my luck, it'll probably take out your power. If you have Scrub's luck, you'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, I can probably do that. If I have one superpower, it's my silver tongue. This is a timed quiz, and it'll be very important later. Remember that. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself. Like a chipmunk. Or a grizzly bear. How kind of... what do I look like? If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight, so I can get the hell out of here. Well, it's Wraith, so... invisibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? History? Nice. It's important to know what came before, so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will always, but still. What's your favorite animal? I can't get her voice down, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm glad to see that it's not actually timed. What is a mustelid? Mustelids are a diverse family of carnivorous mammals known as the weasel family that include animals like weasels, otters, badgers, ferrets, and wolverines. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that because I'm scared. Mustelids, 100%. Be honest, you have no idea what a mustelid is, and you're just hoping it's some secret answer that results in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Because there is no Easter eggs. It's just another word for ferrets and stuff like that. What's your favorite color? I feel like I could just look up the actual answers to this. But like, actual answer would be blue. And there's a lot of blue. I'm gonna say blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? These are very far in between answers. What the? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all. I mean, this would be ideal, however. be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being further away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing. Forever. Best flavor of ice cream. Yep. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor. Then why wasn't that an option? That was actually my answer. But also fair. Oh, hey, photo. Welcome on in. Sorry, I was not looking. Be free, bang. Well, yeah, mint chocolate chip is honestly my actual favorite. Next to, like, cookie dough. And chocolate just felt safe in this situation. Honestly, chocolate's probably my fourth, right after vanilla, so I don't know why I immediately went to that one. I guess it's just because I like chocolate in general. But enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a sec, this reminds me. Am I right? Always. Or, I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say, and if you want to survive, pick mint chip. It wasn't a... We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for a faceless voice. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Well, yeah. The best flavor is mint chip, and I agree. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. And before I keep doing these voices, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Oh, I thank you, Mom Bear. Just like his pose, I will do just that and stretch on out. Ooh, strawberry is good. Alrighty. Pardon me. Alrighty. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez. Like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no. Wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. I swear to God, we're gonna find a voice for her eventually. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. You don't say. Yeah, there is. If you know what I mean.
Grow up.
Grow a body.
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog, but I'm made of it.
Whatever, fog buddy. That sounds like a slur.
That's not nice. He's not nice.
You love it.
Only sometimes.
Ew.
Really? That's disgusting.
That's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually.
For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Well, for once I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power.
Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness.
No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. This way, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engineers. It engenders. And the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun.
What do you want to go do? Alright. Well, with a massive body like that, you need a pretty big boat. That being said, from everybody so far, who we all liking the most? I have my own personal opinions, of course, but this is a day for everybody. After all, you got to enjoy the beach as a group, right? It's so much less fun otherwise. That's one for Ray. I see. Learning a lot about everybody so far. Nobody for the petite little spirit. So let's see. That's technically 2 for Raid, and 2 for Huntress, and 1 for Trapper. Red flags indeed. That's fair. I'm sure she'll curse us, but at the same time, she might not have the drive to do so either. I could do that. Let's see. Honestly, my personal tastes are, well, so far anybody but Trapper. Or rather, I can make arguments for any of them. The safest option. If we went for safest, then Wraith probably would be just that. Alrighty then, I think we'll go with Wraith. I'd be down for a dip in the pool.
Whoa, the pool? You actually want to go to the pool? Well, I mean, sure, why not? I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? Pool's great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, if people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put a pool in because pools are just, great. It's a real special treat.
And you thought it was bad when he said, or stay quiet. Oh, hey.
Hold on! Just for a moment.
This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on this island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors, with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps.
We will now escort the group to a venue of your choice. Or to the venue of your choice. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our jobs.
The most you could do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes? Something I can help you with? These two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to, escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaways. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite expensive, where all the famous celebrities hang out, very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your destinations matter mostly when I agree with them. Not like the other island. Not like that other island. So, what'll it be? It's the same option. None of us should believe the narrator. Let's still try the pool, though. Wraith moved ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature so lengthy they appeared to be made entirely of elbows and ankles could jaunt. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? I mean, it looks like a pretty nice smile, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and, you know.
Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot.
The fire can't get me.
Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh, great. It's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want?
Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of the most popular pool accessories. You, which one of these is particularly interesting to you?
Well, Jen, what kind of pool toys do we enjoy? We got ourselves some foam noodles, inflatable lounger. Yes, inflatable lounger, basketball hoop, and goggles and snorkel. All of these are pretty good options. I don't believe I've ever had a basketball hoop in a pool, though. That could be fun. Inflatable lounger, always good for just relaxing. Basketball sounds fun. That is one for basketball. Foam noodle for fighting. Always true, always true. Though keep in mind if Trapper's around. I don't disagree with that. You can always just jump straight in and enjoy a good swim. Though I do think that pool accessories with the right group of people, it can always be fun. Hey, a little bit. How we doing? I'd say we're doing fantastic. Just enjoying the beach. We're playing ourselves a little dating sim here. Care to join? Got any favorite pool accessories? Because so far we got basketball hoop and noodle. Oh, noodles? Alright. Looks like we're going with the classics. I'll take a foam pool noodle, please. Foam pool noodles. Who doesn't love combining wetness and blinding pain? All the fun of a whip from the bones. All the fun of a whip with the bonus smell of industrial solvent. Oh hey, look, that thing I just said. Trapper grips a pool noodle in his hands, tightly wringing its would-be noodle neck until a cute little squeak sounds. My favorite. Maybe you're not as dumb as you look. You frolic with each other, trying to give each other welts. How fun for you. Wait a minute. The water near your leg just got warm. Trapper, did you just pee in the pool? It's important to establish dominance when you enter a new place. Don't you just love it when I'm right? So fun. However, yes, now we have a bit of a choice to make. Shall we join him in his festivities? His territorial markings? Or make him look the fool with our words and small body, comparatively? Shall we assert our own dominance on him, or just don't say a damn thing? We appreciate life, alright. Though that being said, I agree, you. However, keep in mind, he just said, one must establish dominance. And in order to do this, he peed in the pool, thus marking his territory. So, if we do the same, do you think he would be more upset if we encroached on his territory or told everybody else about it? Yeah, see? Having that level of logic changes the circumstance, don't it? Well, Mama Bear, given his general disposition and demeanor, you know what, I'll leave that up to you, actually. Personally, I think if we call him out, we won't die. That being said, this does feel safer. This is probably the toughest choice we'll have this entire game. It's true. That's possible. That's thinking outside the box. I think we will call him out on it. You're a disgusting monster. Hey, look at that. Flattery will get you everywhere. You know, it's unhealthy to hold it in. For a waking nightmare, you can almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about, well, how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you. Your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. It's a little too warm. That might have been my fault. This is a pool, not an ocean. Okay, everyone. Just let him finish. Thanks, Stonecap. Me. It's me. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes, I love games. I'll go first. Don't blindfold me. Oh no. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It is as if he had it in hand. Before you even spoke. And did he just wink? And did you just bite your lip? Good thing you're getting reined in, because it sure seems like you were about to act up. Oh hey, a minigame. Look at that. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes, the target is immediately visible. Sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Ah, terribly sorry. A little bit of a yawn there. Sometimes it is hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the target of the target area. Land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? Let's do this. Ready? Away we go. Oh, I just press spacebar to go. It's time to feel around. Go get him, Tiger. Perfect. Perfect. Ah, shit. Not bad. Ah, God. You missed completely. No, God. That was pretty good, Stone. No, that's not his voice. Hold up. No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Just ignore him. You've just been thrown into a very weird situation, and you held your own. I respect that. That was a good game. Can we celebrate? By throwing this waiter whose name I forget into the pool? Defend white, or have some fun. I wasn't aware there was a minigame. Also, I'm going to be completely real with all of you. I'm going to go and replay this game later in my free time just to do that minigame perfectly. We gotta defend him. We don't want to back down from this guy. He hates wimps. If we look wimpy, he's gonna kill us anyway. Oh, I plan on it, don't you worry. Probably can't swim. Well, I don't think. He survived up till now. He survived the job interview for the pool place. Someone has to assume that was part of it, right? I can only imagine. But I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna defend this man. Knock it off, Trapper. You're no fun. Thank you. Hard eyes. Thank you, Stone. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget every specific detail in my life beyond the basics of who I am as a person. But that was still cool of you to stick up for me. I'm no expert, even though I'm an omnipotent narrator. I probably should be, but I think that means it's time for the next activity. Bark, 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 Hey, all right. This is good. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You were expecting, what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. I feel like this narrator's just the game dev speaking to us now. That's how meta. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but that's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh, great. Terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people. Either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Hey! Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, they don't call him expected stir. I'm sorry. I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. A lot of open shirt. Hey there. You're looking good, Stone. Real good. Well, thank you. How complimentary this man is. Aw, gotta love how he's positioned right in the middle, yet he's still somehow taking up almost the entirety of Wraith. That's funny. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit on the table when they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Sure. Honestly, I think it would have been really funny if they doubled down and put Dwight and Claudette right in front of them. Like, just tried to fit them on screen best they could. That would have been great. Okay. Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the end with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner.
Tonight's meal was prepped slowly and carefully, with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit.
We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do.
Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating?
It's meat.
Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite.
Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now?
I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat. It's meat. So that's, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat.
Hey, Stonecap? You thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-downs prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. Oh,
This took 12 hours. and we do literally everything on this island.
Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat.
Dang, I guess she decided to just take up the entire screen now. Wow, he's right for a change. Cause I am with my broadaxe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Something I swear. Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean with the meat I cooked. No blood.
You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs.
The hell it is.
Oh, new face. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. I mean, it might. Please, stop. Please. I hate when we fight. Or talk. Or even when we look at each other in the eye. Oh. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it up, we can club it to death. To a second death.
Hey, Stonecap, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this is going to go on for hours. No hyperbole. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for over 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Well, apparently we learned what kind of meat. It's Felix meat. Don't know if I'd say tasty, but, you know, it's probably nutritious. For these guys, at least. Yeah, something like that would tend one to lose one's appetite, wouldn't it? Hey, why don't you just let me carve up, dinner? Splendid. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh, God, please. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Uh-huh. Yep. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Ah, God. I missed timing. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embarrassed being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. Nope, that's not the voice. Come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Oh, well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
The two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Think about it, Stone. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. You see how deep this cut in my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating, and they don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? I'm sorry. Not a problem, Curly. I'll get that minigame, just you wait. But in any case, what we feeling? What would be our reasoning for not wanting to eat, besides the obvious and not given option? Truly, everybody looks at me disgusted, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. This food looks delicious. But considering what the narrator keeps talking about, I'm probably also dead, so I'm gonna lead to Spirit's option. I am also curious about number 3. I would feel bad if I said this is gross, considering how long Dwight and Claudette put into making it. 12 hours is a long time to make just about anything. Poor guys. Poor guys indeed. I think, you know what, let's see if we can get him with that seagull. Wow, you ever see a seal that big? I haven't. It's incredible. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Lame misdirection. Yeah, she's right, Stone. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise.
Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here?
Yes, you did. Poor thing.
You know what? I have a feeling they want us to like Wraith, Wraith the most. And you know what? That's making me think, like, I think I'm starting to get, like, the direction this game wants us to go in. With, like, us as a person. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal. And you've been standing in the sun. But the sequel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that, or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten. So you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Capital T. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting to sense over and over. Staring senses over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Got it. Okay, we got there. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I gotta give it to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Alright. Hey, how you doing? Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. I don't care if the seagull actually waved at you, but I understand the feeling of looking at you from so far away and wanting to reach out. With that face, look at that. That's a JoJo pose if I've ever seen one. But did it wave at you? I swear. Are you an angel? And I'm gonna go ahead and just pick this answer because, let's be real, it's the correct answer. I swear it. Wraith nods. Wraith nods to the nod of someone who's just realized that Stonecap is a liar. He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. And you know deep down, you're disappointed in you. More so than usual. Oh boy. Looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do I say this? It's just, honestly, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burned makes Wraith... Oh, whoops. Something about the word burned makes Wraith look away. Far away. Eyes brimming with tears and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back to you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. Oh, he's crying. Oh, I just realized. I didn't see that. Oh, poor guy. It's not something I tell anyone, everyone. But you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you,
if I'm not being honest in return.
Oh, great. I bet he's got crabs. Jesus.
It's about my special bell.
What? Special bell. Ah.
It belongs to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me.
Wow. Wraith, thank you for telling me.
Here, hold it.
Whoa. Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarms. What are we gonna do with this thing? I think it'd probably be best if we hold it delicately. It all goes back to Skypiea. You're right. We gotta punch this bell as hard as we can. You caress the bell, running your finger over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean's beautiful.
It's not real. None of this is.
Wraith looks at you more intently than ever.
I don't know if you're ready to hear this truth, if you hear the truth.
Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up in this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette, sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary
and attend each event as scheduled.
Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of the evening's activities.
That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No, no time for excuses.
Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting.
Go, go, go! I guess we're now at the campfire. For some reason, that feels like a slight, Fen. But we don't like schedules. You saying that I can't schedule things? You try to say something? Trying to tell me that I can't make a schedule? I don't plan things out? Because you'd be right. You'd be absolutely right. Though I am getting better. In fact, I have some streams planned out, believe it or not. And I'll let you know. I don't know why I did that. I should drink water first and then... Nom nom. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And, well, only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience.
You're telling us that only one person gets to share. We're gonna pick Wraith. How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you. But you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole scheduling thing works. I guess I had lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously? Has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick on me or one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia? Or in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows his name? Actually, well, yeah, you know what? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Nobody. That's a good bit. I like that, actually. Welcome back, Curly. We still gotta get started on story time, so... Stonecap, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's his name. Or that's a name. Please, pick somebody quickly so that this topic, or topical vacation, doesn't turn into a bloodbath. I mean, like, right? Yeah. I think this is just the way to go at the moment. I choose you, Wraith. Whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. That's a good pose. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in the story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at a soul of death, and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes and twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping. From the trunk, from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. He was about to accidentally murder this stranger. How could this have happened? He freed the stranger who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaking employee could tell him about this mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat.
The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. "What did you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think you're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are?" I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do," screamed the boss. "Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money, and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do." "No." The young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. "Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner. You've reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, his stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss as its sniveling, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and peeled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of his distinguished sack of a body, he smiled.
Wraith stares back into the eye socket of the skull.
It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad.
An awkward silence falls upon the room until... Offer effusive praise, ask about the story, or make a joke. I just realized the stream elements popped up. Remember, this is a friendly 18+ stream. I also just noticed that the viewer count went down drastically since I started that little speech. Silly. So, what shall we all pick, chat? There's no buts here. Only abs. Lots and lots of abs. Abdomen. So then we have make a joke or offer effusive praise. But like we talked about earlier, all pool accessories are always fun, right? What's one more? Even if it is a sharp skull. Effusive. Let me see here. Effusive. Expressing feelings of gratitude, pleasure, or approval in an unrestrained or heartfelt manner. Hey! There's also a geology meaning for effusive, of igneous rock, poured out when molten and later solidified. So we have two meanings. Ain't that fun? Just praise him. Let's praise. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. My God, that is brilliant. I'm glad he didn't give us any Shakespeare, because the story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm just dumb overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at you, or look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. But it was good. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby. You look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, cause, guess that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? And I don't know, whatever, you know? Alright, I'm gonna really need the ocean to stop coming back. A dip in the pool with the Wraith. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean to the pool, you're pretty sure your killer companion would handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told? Like, a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. what did you think of,
of the young man in the story. Do you think he's weird?
I'd forgive him. He's not weird. Or he is weird. He's a good kind of weird. Yeah. He's sympathetic. I have a feeling that picking I would forgive him is... That'll be interesting. Tell y'all what, I'm going to, after we do this is for all of you, and because I didn't know what to play today really. But I'm gonna do this like in my free time. And I'm gonna figure some things out. I'll make a little video later. But this is all for you guys. But for now, we'll say he's not weird. Well, I don't think he's weird. But he is bad, and I'm deeply upset with him. Oh, hey, so that's why it had that option. He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. And in the end, he's no better than the monster he killed.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone?
What the shit are these answers? Yes, no, yes and no. Yes. You might be right about that. Yes. It's you. It's clearly you.
What? No,
You're carrying around a guy's skull and spine with you right now. Wraith looks at Azerov's skull. Then into the middle distance, a long silence ensues. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in the water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut.
Please. I can't be around any cube talk. Not since, I heard that story from someone else. A long time ago.
The story you just told us 2 minutes ago.
Exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Usually, we'd be nervous that there were about to make things awkward when we barge in. But obviously, we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed.
For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationship to tend to. Is that what we're calling this? You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story, about the young man who found out he was part of a sinner's plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretch from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that, lit by a firelight.
We apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up to the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. That's not his voice. Went back to narrate for a second. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh god. Minigames, yeah. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh, God. Did they? What did you hear, photo? I do not recall that. Hey, this game got some bangers, actually. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? It's very, very low. Like, it's quite literally just like a hum. Wait, really? That's interesting. Why can't you hear it? Interesting. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sound of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's, a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to these chess pieces of mine. Wraith is a very multifaceted person. A lot of interests, a lot of hobbies, has a lot of work experience. He's a good guy, likes fun time by the pools. He likes the colder weather. I can appreciate that. I hate the summer. Rather, I hate the heat that comes with the summer. Like, I don't know. Wraith seems to be my kind of guy. It's a knight. They're brave, like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. Look, I'm not saying this that I'm feeling. Look,
I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you've made a foolish decision and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you, that's all. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Oh, that's a neat background. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with Wraith right before bedtime. You should know. They're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy.
You know, he's not trustworthy. He's very straightforward.
Nice chess piece, but I want more tanned ones. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember.
Were you drawing me?
Trapper doesn't answer.
You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of me, are you?
Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum live like rats. They would have... They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun.
And if I don't pick you?
Remember what I said earlier? Or it might be the last thing you ever forget.
I see.
But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over onto the... about 15 feet to your left.
Like in the sand specifically? The fact that he remembers where he buried all his traps is pretty impressive. Good on you.
Finally alone.
For real this time, maybe.
You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned.
Yeah. That'd be pretty bad.
Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera.
Hey. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent, that didn't end up bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say... Oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who the newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place. But he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. And Trapper... Ugh. Where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh.
I'm not the voice actor for this. For this character specifically.
Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, look at that. That's adorable. Look at that face. Anyway, that being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life.
Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control. And right now, I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh! I said laugh, damn it! Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make it that much better for me when they scream.
Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity. Only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it.
Well, that was short and sad. Hey, we survived the first day. That insinuates that we can die on the first day, but let's pretend we can't. Thank you, Curleen. I needed it. I honestly didn't even look at the redeem when I took a drink of my water. Oh. You open your eyes. The sun is shining, birds are chirping, kids are playing. Today, a good day for all these people to be burning in hell. You know that old bit. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. I mean, barring the little skull, that looks like a pretty solid cup of coffee. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, no? Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island now, is the... Oh, well, never mind. He left. Well, at least he brought you a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell is that? Don't call him Trickster because he's a good... Jesus. They don't call him Trickster because he's a good skateboarder. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to not an eternal prison of pain. Well, review to not an eternal prison of pain. Looks like the Soul King's drink itself. Gotta drink it. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Well, you heard him, Chad. Of course, if you'd be so kind. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love, and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artistic intent. And whenever possible, start from the mid-set of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate situations, simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Look at that palm tree. That took somebody at least 3 hours. And those clouds, forget about it. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment. Not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that. Especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure. They make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Stone. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Well, what do y'all think? Because honestly, it's been nothing but eye candy, really, so I mean, it's pretty good. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. We going on? We've been having a lovely time. If that's what we're positive about. We gotta play along. Yeah, sure. You're right, you're right. If I were to summarize my time here, I'd call it a lovely time.
Aw, lovely? We'd love to hear that. Because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love?
Is it? No. Shut up, Dwight.
You'll get us all killed. Again, and again, and again. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our right to say anything negative about this place.
Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement?
Oh.
So you still want to play along? Because I have a feeling it doesn't truly matter, because we weren't able to say no in the first place. Yeah, sure, why not? Yes, I will hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that me, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect.
Delightful.
Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Stonecap, it's still totally cool if you have, constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of these games or resorts like this. Alright. Getting a little too tongue-in-cheek here, game. That's not... Look, the little narrative bit of him knowing what's actually happening here, obviously he does. He's the narrator. That's his whole existence. But you gotta reel it back a bit on the meta. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. I guess the ocean has the power of transition now as well. Neat. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard... Yeah, lard? Isn't it supposed to be lord about? Lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes. No, it should definitely be load up with pancakes and bacon. And, oh, it's a bit. That took me a second. It's a pun. So much for maintaining these beach bonds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can't we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magical powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit it down, thinking about yesterday, the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again. Except all in one day, on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I was not. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today, or than you did yesterday. I can't imagine you'd make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your brag. Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings.
At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that this strange island has in store.
How open-minded. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit from the top rope.
If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best, non-constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that.
You are well welcome.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with all of you. While looking cute doing so.
You do just that, Spirit. I'm guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up his courage to speak from the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith.
Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun, but that would be weird. But like, a good, amount. A good amount of fun.
And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain yesterday how it made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I will see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep 'em wanting more. You're getting good at this game. A sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat breakfast, but so be it. I still have not eaten anything since yesterday, it seems. I need a minute. Laters. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed.
No. Stick it in there. A little more. A little more.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yes.
How does it feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right.
This is uncomfortable. Thank you, clip that, please. I know you're already on top of it, but I just want to make sure.
Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Just like that?
Exactly like that.
I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm honestly afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh, wow. Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion. What the fuck? Someone left on this chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, wait. Damn it. Oh, come on. A little privacy, please. Yeah, you don't say. Dwight is painting, and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you. Well, you know.
Know what?
What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun?
You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops, indeed. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe the place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? Well, I'm sorry, Dwight. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Anyway, my life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Stone. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us anyhow. You got it. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Yep, my thoughts exactly. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Jesus, what kind of delivery was that? This is why we do videos, to make it sound better later. And then we can be hard on ourselves then. Hey, I should look over at chat. Dang. Lovely. Glad we're all enjoying ourselves. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey, baby. Sorry, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone was just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island. Oh my god. Where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. Why is he upset? His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a sociopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Mother... I swear to God. I have half a mind to leave a negative review on this game on this principle alone. I won't, because I'm enjoying it so far, but I swear to God, if this keeps up, I will be miffed. Okay, now that that guy's gone and we got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. Check that out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Hi. Sorry if this, too forward, but, do you want to get out of here? I know a place it's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around Wraith long enough to realize that this rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide what to go off with Wraith, the Huntress interjects. Hey! Just wanted to give you a chance to head out with me to a cute beach house instead of wherever this guy's gonna take you. He'll probably read you some poetry and force you to learn about Petrov's chess defense. But I like chess. I mean, if you want to learn about some other Russian moves, I've got you covered. Well, She makes a solid defense for herself. Does she mean... I'm talking about Barnya, the traditional Russian folk dance. You all have your minds in the gutter. I actually didn't know what she meant. I thought we were still talking about chess, actually. Hey, chat, you know what she was talking about? Oh, welcome back, Mama Bear. Ooh, we talking gardens? Yeah. We'll go with Huntress in our free time, but that's for later. Right now we're picking the nice guy. Oh. And if I'm honest, I love it. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on 2 dates on 1 date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Yes, I'm sure they will wring the pulp out of me. And then die a horrible, wrenching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. He keeps talking about poison, and I have a feeling that's going to be a factor. Get a sour taste in your mouth. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be? Ooh, only 2 options, you say? Fascinating. What about the secret 3rd option? If I click on that, if I go here. Wait, for real? The settings does nothing. Oh my god. Tequila joke. Anywho. I gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yes? I picked you. Sorry. I stopped paying attention, and then I thought I was hallucinating, and now, really? Yes. Really. Cool! Hey! New island. Intensive pairing. Ah, God, I gotta read that later. Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know. It's one of those first draft, gonna change it later names that just kinda sticks. Dump is being kind.
It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appears to have been recently abandoned and a little beaten up. Those are stone obelisks, or there are stone obelisks, strange carvings, ritual tables. Is that a car?
It's pretty weird. Like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places?
You look around in awe, then look at Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. There's a very long, very awkward pause. Try and look cute, fine. I know he's a killer and all, but can I have him, right? He seems like the nicest guy. My personal tastes lean towards Huntress, but as like a bro to hang out with, like Wraith, absolutely. No question. Now the real question is, shall we break the silence or try to look cute? Excuse me. That is my third yawn of this stream. Eepy, very eepy. I think we'll break the silence. So what's your... Just as you decide to talk, Wraith also worked up the courage to say something. How adorably awkward. You both stop talking, wait a sec, then start talking again at the same time. This is hard to watch. Next thing you know, you both start nervously laughing at how awkward this is. Wraith finally makes eye contact with you. And after what seems like an eternity, Wraith finally manages an entire sentence.
So, what brings you to the island?
Adorable indeed. Absolutely precious even. Now we have, I have no idea. You're not going to explain what this weird place is. Who cares? And you. Adorable and abominable. Cute, but not too cute. We are meeting a very particular balance of some anomalous person. No idea. That definitely feels like the safe and honest option, which he does appreciate honesty. I don't think there's such a thing as being too forward with a shy individual. Very, very. In a dating game, you is typically the option I'd go with. However, considering how meta this game is, I have a feeling... Yeah, we're gonna have no idea. I have no idea. An honest answer. Wraith lights up. The most excited you've seen him. Me neither. Hey, this is new. And that's all he's got for you. This guy's a hard nut to crack. Wraith looks at you, his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say. Anything to talk about. He clears his throat.
You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday.
Of course. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you perv. Alright, you...
Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, and,
The bell. Wraith gives it to you. The bell. He gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter. Dude.
I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me.
I promise. I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles. But even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you though, to someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table, stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? A thing. Mana potion. Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. Anyway, looking to shake it up, you approach the potion and pick up the fanciest one. So, what will you do next? Well, what shall we do? Getting them stretches in as well. Drinking it might be neat, but also we've had a lot of hints that poison is bad for us. But at the same time, it's very likely that we can't die anyway, so it'd mostly just be a minor inconvenience. Or we can mix them. Hey. Maybe we'll get a fun little concoction. Who knows? Sounds fun indeed. You take the potions and start mixing them. Wraith will probably like a science lesson, right? Your new mixture starts to smoke as Wraith's eyes go wide. Wild. The glass explodes, taking out the other bottles in a domino effect of highly poisonous liquid and tiny sharp shrapnel. Wraith closes his eyes. You run up to him and shield him from the explosion.
Wow. You certainly know how to, make sparks fly.
Whoa. Wraith with the double entendre. Kinda lame, but I like it. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward.
So, I guess, tell me about your family.
Wow. Learning a lot about ourselves today, in fact. He's adorable. Mayhaps I have no family? Because we wouldn't remember it, right? Supposedly. I remember my parents. They were always fighting. Wraith sighs, one of those long wraith sighs.
At least your parents were around. I'd give anything to have spent more time with mine, even if they were fighting.
Ouch. Can't win with this guy. The sexual tension in the air is palpable. Is it? Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. Right? Though it's giving me an idea of what to do for a personal run. Sure is beautiful tonight. Hoping it might turn into something a little more hands-on. You lay back and look at the stars. Sure is beautiful tonight. Wraith joins you and starts soliloquizing about the constellations.
I can see well in the dark. I'm pretty good at picking stars out. How about you? You think you can take me on a constellation trivia?
Do I have to fucking hit the button right at the right time? 'Cause maybe. Feeling invigorated by this slightly flirtatious challenge, you smirk playfully at Wraith. I've learned a lot laying on my back, looking up at the night sky, that is.
Okay then. Let's see how many of these questions you get right.
Deal.
Question the first. This constellation roughly translates to sea whale and is located in a region of the sky alongside other water-related constellations.
I believe it's Cetus. I'm going to look it up. But for the record, I'm positive it's Cetus because Aquarius is the water bearer, though at one point it may have been seen as a whale swimming through the water, so that's possible. The Big Dipper is not actually terribly water related. The constellation itself is part of Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. And that in itself is a very large bear and its cub. Well, sorry, Big Dipper specifically is part of the tail of Ursa Major. Then Little Dipper is Ursa Minor. Anywho, that makes me think it is Cetus because Cetus was the god of water, I believe. Cetus can refer to a constellation representing a sea monster, the mythical beast itself in Greek mythology, or a historical biotechnology company. So yes, it's Cetus. Wraith cocks an eyebrow, perhaps realizing he's underestimating you. You smile proudly.
Okay. Maybe you just got lucky. Okay, question the second. What do we call the constellation located in the ecliptic or the path of the sun?
The Big Dipper for you. I just realized that that's just going to be the bit. This one I believe is just the Zodiac, but I'm, double checking just in case. Got nothing. So we're going with the Zodiac.
Okay, you got it. But that was a pretty easy one.
I think he's getting upset that we're smart. Yeah, Scylla and Charybdis. That's my favorite part of the Odyssey. It's just that little stint.
last question, question the third. This constellation was first described by Nicholas.
I'm gonna intentionally get this one wrong. I also don't know what it is, but the Big Dipper popped up 3 times, so. And also, he seems to be getting upset the more correct we are, so.
Nope, the Big Dipper isn't actually even a constellation. It's part of the constellation Ursa Major.
Yeah, see, I knew this one.
But it's not a constellation itself.
What? Did you know that? Well, no, I guess not. Still, wow. Can't believe I've been walking around thinking it's a constellation for so long.
Yep.
You got 2 right. Want a medal or something? At least now you know the Big Dipper isn't a constellation. What happens if I got that one first?
That was fun. Thank you.
You feel like you're finally warming up? Yeah, warming up Wraith, not to Wraith. So you unleash the big guns. You want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress?
I guess so. But only if I can ask first.
Deal.
Truth or Dare?
Ooh. Shall we get a little spicy? Or mayhaps he wants to learn a little information from us. Don't warm up too much. No, of course not. Now watch as the dares die for him. I'll take a dare, why not?
I dare you to tell me, if you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be?
Good question. Wraith smiles. You're such a kiss ass. And you are a pain in mine. So how about you back off a little bit, friend? Well, it's a real shame that Core ain't here. Because I have a feeling they would have some strong feelings on these 2 options. But Sensei, hey Chad, what would you think? Which would you prefer to be? Mayhaps. Real quick though, let's go ahead and look up what a rhododendron is and means. Rhododendrons are a diverse genus of flowering shrubs and trees known for their abundant, showy flowers in various colors and their evergreen or deciduous foliage. They are popular ornamental plants, often found in woodland gardens, and require acidic, well-drained soil and dappled shade. Dappled. D-A-P-P-L-E-D. While all azaleas are a type of rhododendron, rhododendrons are generally larger, have thicker leaves, and produce bell-shaped flowers in clusters, whereas azaleas are typically smaller and have more vivid, sometimes fragrant flowers. But what do they mean? Oh well. Oh. Well then, I think we'll go with that. Rhododendron. Those colorful, beautiful blossoms bring me joy. They make me explode with energy and feel alive inside. A very flowery description. I thought it was funny. I don't think Wraith cared for it though. Too bad you can't woo me. Can't. Truth. Truth. Forgot the voice for a second. Hmm? If you could date anyone else on this island, who would it be? Wraith buries... Well, yeah. Buries his hand in his face in his hand. So embarrassed. What was that? He looked up at you, stone-faced. I hate this game. Whoa, buddy, I get it. It's pretty weird and kind of slapdash, but there's no need for insults. A lot of people worked very hard on... Oh, he's talking about Truth or Dare. Not Hooked on You. Never mind, as you were. Alright, you know what? I think... We're gonna go ahead and save right there. And that'll be the end for this stream. Because like I said, if he had one more meta joke... and thank you all for being here. This is actually pretty fun. I like doing these. I like having to strain my vocal cords to figure out voices. It's fun. So with that being said, I hope each and every one of you have an absolutely wonderful day. I sadly do not have much outro music this time around, so it'll pretty much just be silent for like a minute or two. I'm glad that you were all entertained. Oh yes, I hope you all get good eeps. Alright. With that... Oh, is Tonks rating? Good. That's actually wonderful. In that case, yes. Let's see. Ooh, yes they are. Alright, well in that case, I'll go ahead and drop y'all off there for now. I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic day. And of course, enjoy Tonk's stream. I know I would.